Hello everyone, welcome to the 2024 Muscarian Games update. It's been a little over a year since my last official update here. Since then, I've mainly been hard at work on Mnemosyne. Aside from that, I did take a 1-month hiatus to work on the PunyInform Gamejam. PunyInform is a framework for writing text adventure games using Inform 6 that actually should run on retro hardware. If you'd like to check out that game or PunyInform, I'll put some links in the description. Aside from that, I've spent a lot of time working on Mnemosyne. In the last video, you might remember that I had added a content creation system, fleshed out the quest system a bit, the conversation system a bit, added an intro area and an introductory quest. Since then, I've added maybe 8 or 9 additional quests, including a few quest arcs to flesh out the 5 or 6 areas that I've added since then. There's also a number of different NPCs, both friendly and hostile, and a number of factions that you can align yourself with or become enemies with. On top of that, I fleshed out the feats and abilities systems so that combat and exploration both feel a little bit more strategic and more tactical, as you might encounter threats that require you to retreat or to use different strategies besides just hacking and slashing. On top of that, I added a resource gathering system so you could harvest resources for crafting and then renew those resources. Also implemented Gamepad Support for the client side, so you can now play Mnemosyne with mouse and keyboard on your laptop. You can plug in a gamepad controller and use that for most situations. And you can also play it on a touchscreen fairly easily, especially a tablet. Now, since over a year has passed, there's been a lot of small updates that would be hard to spell out in a video like this. But as I've been talking, I've been playing some B-roll footage from a video I took of myself playtesting the first few quests in the game. On that note, I think last time around I mentioned having a closed by invite playtest. I've been doing a very small amount of that, inviting people here and there to try out the game and offer their feedback. However, coming up in the next few months, hopefully, I'd like to expand it, have a more public playtest, invite people to a Discord, which I'll link in the description, and let people try out the game in a sort of public alpha state. That's because at this point, I think I've reached a point where there feels like a good vertical slice of gameplay where you can get a good idea of an early access sort of feel of what the full game might be. In terms of content, it's much smaller than it will be. There are a number of systems that maybe aren't fully fleshed out, probably a number of bugs to be fixed or things to be tweaked in terms of balance, user interface, and so on. That said, if that interests you, check out the links in the bio. Follow me on the social media links there for announcements, and please jump in on the playtest once that is open. Thank you so much for listening.